first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Give. This is Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far. And
I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he is in. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. A great play there with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you take
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. B.J. Goodson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. In his own end zone, it's Manning. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Manning now on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Manning to throw on second down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joe Schobert not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Now Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Manning indeed going for it on 4. And Ingram holds it in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 46 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the... Now for the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and now it's second down. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Manning going to try and throw on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one. Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them. On first down, Manning. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Joe Schobert in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Manning. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun. Manning under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Rosas puts this one through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Gone!
Final play of the half, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Manning. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Manning to throw on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Manning. He finds Beckham complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Manning again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in.
That field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Manning. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go now.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Gone! Now let's go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end in Njoku. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And that play's not going to get him in, as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku from a yard out. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
All right, here we go.
Here's Mayfield. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here at this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. New York set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joe Schobert in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the possession is theirs at their own 43.